Okay, for today's correction, starting with Sean, uh, when we were talking about when you were talking about the summary for today, you said there are two options. First, population. The first being the population, the second being the soil pollution, uh, because because the article was addressing some problems that led to the new kind of farming. Uh, um, Referring to the population problem and the soil pollution as options makes it sound like there's no problem. So I would replace the word option with maybe issue or problem. So there are two issues building up, and since you addressed that these two issues are building up, you could even refer to this as a kind of perfect storm.
Okay.
Yeah, a perfect storm is basically when other events start to collect and they combine and create like a huge disaster or a huge problem, right? Next, you said to grow the kind of green, to cultivate this kind of, yeah, you can use green. I mean, green is kind of a very laid back word for vegetables or produce. But to cultivate this kind of green, or to cultivate this kind of vegetables, or vegetable. Then you said, I couldn't stretch my back for 4 or 5 hours. I was bent over for 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, or I had to bend my back over. Yeah, I was bent over for 4 or 5 hours. Next, you said they can spend the costing when you were talking about the large corporate farms. They can afford the cost of the assets. Yeah, they can afford the cost of the assets. So usually when you talk about like a major corporation or a major company or industrial company, one of the things that they have to report in their accounting every year is the cost of assets. How much money they have to spend on that. In honest, I sometimes thought, in honesty, the thought crossed my mind. Do you guys know that expression, the thought crossed my mind? It's just saying like, sometimes I think about this. The thought crossed my mind. That's why the farmer should be the professional. That's why farmers should be, in this way, I think there's a few things that you might have to put. It's hard to say like a professional farmer. So should be contracted, or should be well informed, or should be trained properly. Yeah. You said just a farmer could not do it. Not any farmer can do it. And for Jungmi, you said since 2 years our company has 1 year and 3 months maternity leave, and really I just wanted to correct the pronunciation of months. You don't have to say the ES part, just months. Yeah. So, and then you said since 2 years, for about 2 years, or for about the past 2 years, our company has implemented a 1 year and 3 months maternity leave. Then you said very huge line, so all people waiting their turn when you were talking about
Coffee. Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah, thank you. When you're talking about Starbucks, there was a long line. There was a long line. You know what? There was a long wait because there was a long line. Actually, or you could just say there was a long wait. And then everybody would just assume that it's because of the long line. You don't have to say both, just kind of simplify it. So there was a long wait. He went out of office. He quit the job. He had the brand. He made the brand. When you were talking about the guy that quit to make the coffee company, he quit the office job to start up his own coffee brand or his own coffee shop. They are behind to use it or develop technology. I think it is a low field technology. They are lacking new technology, maybe. Yeah, they are lacking new technology. And last, if the middle class China has increasing, they are maybe increase their chance to buy healthy food. as middle class China increases or grows, they will also increase their demand for healthy food.
Yeah.
And that's all.